So what's up, y'all? Welcome back. For all my oldie but goodies, welcome back. For all my newbies, what's up, you guys? So this will be a general reading for Cancer for December 2022. As you know, it is a general reading, so if it resonates, by all means, place it where it needs to be. If it doesn't resonate, leave it where it is. It's not serious. Just get the guidance that you need. Also, if you hear a message that you feel like somebody you know needs to hear, feel free to share, because I believe Spirit gives me a message to share to you for you to share to others. So feel free to share this message. All right. Anything you need to know is in the description box. Let's roll, because I got a lot to say and I don't have much time to say it. So I was channeling for you guys. For December, it's balance. I want you to understand that even if you put somebody on a pedestal, which you probably did, you probably have someone on a pedestal. And what I mean by that is expectations. When you first started dating somebody, you was like, oh, I expect for them to be this way, and they expect for me to be this way. And as the time went on, you started to realize, damn, I thought this person was so bright and so smart, but look at this. Look at God. I'm smarter than this, but I can't learn enough from. No, don't feel like that. Don't feel like you can't learn from a person. Let me take that back. That's not how that was supposed to come out. Okay. Balance is the key. So you might have been looking for expectations from somebody. You might have thought that they would be somewhere in life by now. Or they may have looked at you and felt like, oh, okay, they should be here by now. Look where they are. Listen. If things are one-sided and you realize it and you understand that your expectations for this individual or this situation or this, it could be anything, a job, person, religion, anything that you put your time into, and you starting to realize like, I really didn't get much out of this. It's okay to let go. Not just let go. It's okay to understand that your expectations were set through you, not through that person or not through that thing. So whenever you feel like that, it doesn't mean to just get responded and not want to do anything anymore. Don't become displaced. Find another way to move around this. And I'm going to continue because I know it sounds a little jumbled, but it will make sense at the end. Temperance card. If you are in anything, like I said, this could be a job, a relationship, it could be a partnership, it could be a family ship, whatever it is. If you don't feel like what you're doing for a person is reciprocal and you're getting it back in the same amount, then let go. It's all right. It's okay. But let go. Do better. Become unbothered. And I know that that's where we're heading at with this. You have the sun, and twos are a big thing in this reading as well. Twos, fours, Pisces. We have fire, suns. Listen. So with the temperance card, that means that you just need to understand what balance is for you. Don't expect for one thing to be better than the next, and so on and so on. Find what is good for you right now. If you're not getting back what you're giving, stop giving. Got it? That's all, and that's it. The sun card, the moment you realize that and you analyze the things that you're in, like if you're in a relationship and you analyze that, wow, I'm not getting the things that I thought I was going to get out of it, or you're at a job and you're like, oh, this is not what I wanted. Right now is the time that Spirit has opened doors for you to pick and choose. This is your time. But with that, Spirit don't want you to put anything on this expectation level where you just feel like, okay, I'm gonna scratch this, scratch off, and boom, I'm a millionaire. Stop expecting not practical things. You need to do more of a practical balance analysis for your life for December. We have the Fool card, and what I get from that is just you. The Fool card represents an individual that has been through it all and they're at a point where they're just like, you know what, fuck this shit. Let me get to the end of the daggone peak, and whatever happens, happens. If the wind blow me this way, then I'm going that way. And you even have like a little friend with you to go along, a little puppy to go along. It's like you're just free. You don't care. You're not thinking about the next steps. And sometimes life happens that way where you have to just leap. And right now, at this moment, you're on that part of, I don't really care how things pan out. I just gotta go. I'm just getting like urgency. Balance, urgency, and reciprocation. If you need help with something, if you feel burdened, if you feel like there's been a lot, like you could be working your ass off, you could be going to school, learning, just like you could be a homemaker and be overworked. I get it all. I've done it all. If you're feeling that way, it's okay to delegate jobs to other people. It's okay to ask for help. You don't gotta be walking up. No, you ain't gotta look like this. You gotta look out. Okay, it's all right. Ask for the help that you need. It might not even be easy for you, because I know for me, delegation was the hardest thing for me to do, and I realized that was what I was asking for. I want to be a boss, right? I'm a boss. Not I want to be. I'm a boss. So if I'm a boss, then I have to be able to delegate jobs and different things for people to do and keep everybody in line. Right now, you're not used to doing that. You're used to handling everything yourself, putting it on your back. And that was me. The moment you realize that it's okay and people look for direction, it's not like you're being smart, you're not being rude. They look for direction. They look for you to say, hey, it's okay to do this. Oh, hey, can you, it's only how you say it. Ain't what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. So delegate these jobs to people, and you stop wearing this big old book bag pack on your shoulders like you got to do it all by yourself, because you don't. Okay. You also have the Hierophant. This is a courtship. Maybe someone's getting married. They could be getting divorced. They could be in a union where they are tied together. I don't know by what. Coliseum. I don't know what that just came to me. Understand that if you feel burdened or you feel stuck somewhere, that's because of how you feel. You're not stuck. The only time you really stuck somewhere, and that's only physically, is if you was in jail or something. Okay? That's physically, because mentally you can escape. Listen to me. You don't have to be in this. You don't have to feel burdened. You don't have to feel unbalanced. You don't have to feel like you just need to leap out of this situation or wherever and just go. You don't have to be that person. You don't have to be, right? You control this, right? Okay, I'm just saying. We have the spring card. What does spring mean to you? Whenever you hear the word spring. For me, spring is the beginning of growth. It's when things start to blossom. That's the word I'm looking for. You know how they say summer bodies are made in the winter, but you start seeing it normally through springtime. Spring wants you to work on something that you've been working on silently. Because when spring hit, summer hit, baby, you talking about blossom. Whatever this is, please clarify this for us. Clarify this reading. For Cancer for December 2022. I feel burdened all of a sudden. Heart chakra. Understand that everything does not deserve your love. Everybody does not deserve your kindness. It is okay to say no. Set these boundaries that's needed, because when the stuff start blossoming, baby, they gonna be mad as shit. Period. So you're gonna have to be able to hold yourself. Nope, can't do it. Sorry, I'm busy. You gotta do shit. You're being pushed to change the way you think you are. Yes, I'll do it. It's okay. I got it. And mentally, physically, You don't want to do it, but your mouth just opened up and said you got damn shit. I got to do it now. That's going to change for this new year. You will not be that person. You will not be that individual that is in a continuous mode of yes'm. Stop being a simp. Because women, I think men say that there's men simps, but I think that women, we are the biggest simp. And we just don't know it because we feel like that's how it's supposed to be. So stop being a simp. Long story short, we have your hard work is paying off. So understand that everything that you're doing right now, like I just stated, I can't make this shit up. Everything that you're doing right now, continue to keep doing. You're going to get pushed to it. And if you go off a track, believe me, you're going to know. If you even get close to falling off track, you're going to know because there's a reason why your spiritual realm wants you to work towards this. It's like they have a surprise for you in the spring. It's like you've been working so hard and you feel like nobody sees it. Nobody sees what I'm doing. Don't give up. You can't give up right now. What would be the sense of that? Then all of the work that you put in goes down the drain. Your hard work is paying off. Keep going, baby. You got the heart chakra. Listen, fill your cup first. Fill your cup first. Everybody else is going to listen. Once you fill yourself up first, then everything will fall in place because you are taken care of. Okay? Can't nobody take care of that for you. Can't nobody fill that for you. This is for you to do for you. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. What the heck didn't I just say that? A practical life is what you need to seek for. Don't think that you can't think big, bitch. But you need to be practical while you're thinking big. You can't just be like, oh, yeah, I don't even have to give you no examples because we all have our moments. However, your key for December is balance, spirituality, and practicality. It is time for you to reach deeper than where you're reaching. And we also have Pisces and Capricorn in here. So I don't know, maybe that means something to somebody. But I think we have a full moon coming this Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I need for you to ground yourself. I know it's cold where I am right now, so grounding yourself outside is kind of eek. But you can take a spiritual bath. You can meditate, do mantras. I think mantras is something that you're being called to do. If you do not know what that is, by all means, you have learned something today. Look it up, and it's going to take you to another level of life. And you talking about balance, you'll find it. Don't worry. And you know what I get? That you guys worry so much that you manifest things to happen in your life. And it ain't good. Don't let pride get in your way, Leo. Bring love into the situation, Aquarius. So, and I was just talking about Aquarius. All I'm getting is once you get your shit together, Cancer. People that thought you wasn't gonna make it, people that looked at you like you was a third, you was an option to them. I'll call them back. Okay. I don't really care what hair. You was an option to them. Guess what's gonna happen? That's how the table's about to turn. Honey, baby, they about to be your option. And when you get the pickings, don't go off of expectations. Oh, this person said that. Oh, wait a minute. This is how you're going to do it. You'll get a job, right? And they'll be like, oh, your benefits. Oh, we'll give you these great hours. You get these benefits. You get paid this amount of money. They ain't tell you the shitty part of the job because it's definitely a shitty part. Why are you hiring? What's going on? It's definitely a shitty part of the job. However, they didn't tell you about that, right? Tell you about all the good shit. So on your mind, in your world, you done put this job on a pedestal. Oh, it's gonna bring in so much money. You didn't account to all of the rest of the stress and shit that it was gonna put on your life. All you was worried about was what you saw at that moment. So this is what's gonna change you, is because you're gonna be able to realize, damn, I've been doing this all my life. I've been expecting for people to do things for me when they can't read my mind. They can't do what I need done for myself. And if you don't teach them how to love you and how to treat you, then believe me, baby, they won't know. Nobody can read your mind, concept. But truthfully, like I stated, for December, I need you to focus more on becoming balanced and with self. And work on your patience. Because you're going to need it. You got to run past some people that's just going to be like, listen, listen, I need a break. But for December, balance, spirituality, and practicality is the three things that you need to work on. Do not put things on pedestals. If you're not receiving what you're giving, stop. Put your boundaries into place because that is a must. That's where you start. You start with your boundaries. And if you don't know what your boundaries are, take a seat, write them out. Start doing, what is it? Automatic writing. So it's like, just write. Close your eyes and just scribble. Just whatever comes to your mind. Ask whatever questions you need to ask and just write, because you won't get the answer you're looking for. And just take the answer that you get. But honestly, you need to find out what your morals, your values are. And if they're outdated, then you need to change up a little bit. If the people in your life is outdated, change them up too. If the hobbies that you like to do is outdated, change that up too. Because for the new year, whether you do it or not, it's going to happen. And it's if you're going to like it. So make sure that you're working towards something that your future self is going to be happy with. Okay. We have thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. You know what you deserve. However, it's hard for you to put it into words. It's hard for you to put it into play. Work on that. Like I said, do the scripting, write. Do mantras. You have to find affirmation. You have to find another way to go about how you're going to get things done for this new year, because you know what you deserve. You know what you want, because you've passed through the things you didn't want. So now you know what you want. Now it's time to put it into motion. And when I say that, put it into motion, because hard work is definitely going to pay off. You just got to put in the work, baby. I think you was putting in the work. You just was putting it in the wrong way. You was expecting for somebody to bring you an award or some cookies. What they would be back in the day, they be like, what you want, a cookie? Yeah, I'm that old. And they be like, no. But yeah, you did. You fucking want the cookie. Shit, I want the cookie. But you know what best? Who's best to bring you that cookie? Self. You have Clover. Release your guilt. Anything that you feel like, okay, because you're going to feel guilty a lot, Cancers, because of how you guys are. If you tell somebody no, you're like, I should have just did it. Oh, I don't. And then you go do the shit for the person, and then you got a whole attitude the whole time. Don't nobody need that. Release that guilt. If you don't want to do it, say no. You got, I don't know. I always like to show the cards, because sometimes you get this, like, also therapy. Are you being honest in your therapy sessions? Or are you trying to portray like you on some pedestal and you got everything figured out? Because that's not what therapy is about. You're supposed to be in shambles, bitch. Listen, I can't. Lord, damsel in distress. That's how you're supposed to be. But I feel like you are giving a therapist that I don't need therapy. I don't need therapy. Do you need therapy? That type of action. Cancer. We have red. Maybe red means something for someone, because red is victory. But red, forgive yourself, forgive others. That's where you start at. In order to get you to the rest of this, you're going to start with forgiveness. Start forgiving. Stop feeling like you victimized. Stop feeling like you hurt somebody else's feelings. Listen, just forgive and keep moving. But that's the beginning of this, forgiveness. We also have feather. Think first before you judge. I don't think I even need to say anything towards that, but think first before you judge. Moral, be your own first priority. I can't make this up. I have said it, Spirit. I'm about to end it because we already know where this is going. somebody likes to draw. I see artist. I see artism. I see very creative endeavors in your future. Make time for you. Make time for your hobbies. Make time for things that you used to do that you knew released you. Just because you grew further and you grew higher than where you are now mentally and physically doesn't mean that you can't go back to this person. This person is still there. So going back makes you humble. Going back makes you comfortable. Going back brings you nostalgic feelings. And sometimes you need those nostalgic childhood feelings where I'm safe and I'm doing what I love to do. And you're burned out. Stop. You got to stop working so hard. We got the high priestess just staring at me. She was waiting for me to say something. Listen, you see her tablet? She dressed, but then she got this whack curtain in the back. The curtain in the back is to throw you off, to throw anybody off that looks at you. You're not shielding too well. We see it, okay? The high priestess is somebody that is very intelligent about their business, but can be sidetracked by any simple thing. Like when you're a king or a queen, people's thoughts and words and how they feel about you don't even freaking matter. You know, like you wouldn't be where you are if you cared that much about what other people thought and said about you. But by being the high priestess, this is also a two. Like, you have to understand that in order to get to where you need to be, you have to stop giving. You got to stop caring. I said I was going to stop cursing. You have to stop caring, okay? Excuse my French. You can't care that much. I keep saying colossal, like you guys are, I don't know, maybe somebody's, it's pedestals. You got the colosseum, like what do you call those? The columns, the whatever that is right there. You see it? Okay. That and the pedestal, it's like as if you have high expectations, but they're not practical. All you got to do is go back in and make them more practical. Okay? Eights. Abundance. Prosperity. Uniqueness. Please clarify this for you. For Cancer for December 2022, give us our last card for December 2022. Please use me as a vessel. And then it needs to be said to Cancer for December 2022. I approve. Solar plexus. When you are around people, you go off of what you think people feel about you. You go off of what you think situations. You don't even know the truth. I think you're assuming a lot of things. And that is what's a test for you. You have to stop assuming that people feel certain type of ways about you, or you got to stop assuming that people know this about you, or they see you in this light, because they don't, but you do, and it'll start shining through. That's where the balance come in. It's like, listen, okay, you start figuring out what you need, get your morals right, get your values right, get your boundaries right, get the pedestals on a nice level where you're not putting things above what you have going on. When it comes to the solar plexus, it's time for you to You need to meditate. You have to do some, like you have to, I don't know, do a vision board, do something. You have to do something that is going to open up doors for you. You got 3, 4, 5, and then 7. We have foundation and achievements. So, of course, like I stated, there's abundance in your reading. There's nothing but abundance coming. And when I say abundance, it's more than just cash flow. You have whatever you've been asking for. This rainbow on this card is letting me know that at the end of whatever storm you may feel like you're in, it shall, the sun will shine. Okay? You hold on. Hold on. Okay, conflict and defeat. Yes, you're going to go through sessions in life where you just feel defeated. And yes, conflict is just a part of it because that brings your growth. But understand that you don't always have to feel and look like this when you feel like that. Everybody don't have to know because you're not the victim. You say, okay, what did I learn out of this issue? Anything that happened that you feel is bad, look at it, perceive it in a different way. And instead of looking at it, oh, it's a horrible. I can't. I just lost everything. No, you didn't lose. You threw out some trash so you can replace it with some good shit. You got rid of the stuff that no longer serves you so you can replace it with the good shit. Okay? So stop always feeling like this. You're not defeated. You got this. Put your shoulders back because you got it. Stand your goddamn ground. You see that? You ain't scared. And you are not to be either. Our last 2 cards to clarify our reading here, thank you, Spirit, is Angie Martinez, your voice, and Remy Ma, courage. These are the 2 things that you definitely need to work on. If you feel, like I said, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. So if you feel like something needs to be said, if you feel like you're being overworked, if you feel like somebody's not, and they're taking you for granted, then say it. And once you say it once, don't say that shit again. That's it. If they ain't hear you that time, then I can show you better than I can tell you. You have to find your voice. You have to find your ground. You need to stand it. You need to strengthen your soul. So all the grounding talk that I'm talking about, all the different affirmations and mantras that I'm talking about is for you to become a stronger you, not for anybody else. So if you don't do it for you, can't nobody do that for you. Okay? Love you guys. This was your reading for December 2022. Happy holidays. I love you guys. This was a general reading. So if it resonated, by all means, place it where it needs to be. If it didn't, leave it here. And if you heard a message for anyone that may need a message, feel free to share it because I do believe Spirit gives me messages to share to you for you to share to others. So feel free to share. Love you guys. Check out the description box. See you soon.